It is 777 News. I am your host. Contemplated whether to come here today or not. I had an amazing weekend. I'm your host, Gary. You could call me Clay or Petty. You know the three work. Oh, I had a beautiful weekend. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. I had a wonderful weekend, and my weekend was so good that I actually thought about not coming here. I could have been here about, what time is it? 54 minutes ago. I could have been here an hour and 30 minutes ago. I went back and forth between eating grapefruit and lemons and cucumbers, having lunch, making up things for me to go and do, looking around, like, damn, is there something else I could clean? Do I have to go buy such and such? I could probably drive 2 hours and go buy. I could go to the store that's 2 hours away and spend $10. Yeah, I contemplated whether to come here or not, and you know damn well you also had a good-ass weekend yourself. Nothing really going on this app. Quiet as could be. As a P and as X can be. No drama. Looking at other folks' drama. Enjoying yourself while you enjoy other people's shit. Not being a part of it or mention it. A good goddamn weekend. Not being shared or invited anything out of the blue that would include somebody that you known. It was a good goddamn week. It was a good dang weekend. Oh, I love uneventful. Road trip, anybody else? I love uneventful. For me, I like watching others people's shit, but I don't want to be in no shit. I don't even like hearing y'all in no shit. It was good not having none of us in no shit. It was good. It was good. You can't tell me it wasn't a good weekend. You can't tell me. You can't tell me not having somebody you know mention. And rather, people was talking about selling farts. They was so, and I'm glad it wasn't y'all talking about taking a bottle, putting it near your phalanges, putting it near your asparagus. Your asparagus, taking a bottle and putting it near your asparagus and your phalanges, and talking about tooting in it and selling it. Oh, you think I'm making this up? You think I'm making this up? Well, before I do run the clip, let's get the energy right.
I'm moving across the planet like a shooting star, bitch. I ricochet up off the walls, nothing you can do. I'm going over here, I'm going over there. I'm achieving my dreams and I just don't care. I'm achieving my dream. Achieving my dreams. I'm 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 achieving my dreams. Don't you see me? I'm achieving my dreams. And you can get the fuck out if you don't want to see it. You know you got that. You know you got that. Achieving it, doing it, rocking it, and fucking it up. I'm achieving my shit. Fuck you, bitch. Yo, I'm getting shit done. I'm moving.
Let me see if I got the clip. I know it was sent to me. Justice for All sent me the clip. I don't know if I even downloaded it. I was so taken aback by what I heard. I might not have downloaded it. Well, shit, I got something from the individual. I got something from him. I mean, I was so taken aback about what I heard. I probably didn't even download the clip, but who the hell is Sam? Miss, why you don't tell everyone you're a probation OG? You want to run the background. My phone about to die. My phone about to die. Hold on, that theme song. Let me see if I got it. Hold on. Let me see if I got it. Hold up. Let me check to see if I got it. Shit. Let me refresh. Let me just make sure. Hold on. What's that? Oh Lord, I don't want to play nothing from him on here. Let me get a charger. Let me get it. No, I just as like you got the clip or the fart. You got the fart. You got the fart in the bottle. And I didn't download it. And you was famous. And can you resend me that clip so I can download it? It's your second video? Alright, hold on. Actually, hold on, y'all. And then I'll go get a charger while y'all listen to this. I'm going to your page right now.
MAGA Republicans that live in the country are about to fuck around and find out.
I know, we know. We all know. We already know. We all know. Okay, it's the second video. There it is. Y'all take a listen. Listen to this.
Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll.
Listen to this. Here we go. It's coming. Listen. It's coming. It's coming.
I'm gonna make them. My fart smells now. I'm gonna put my fart. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do.
Fucking Bernadette. Oh my god.
Since they
I'm trying to sit outside and smoke a cigarette and wow. Did you catch that, SBG? Yeah. That's the new perfume Bernadette's gonna be.
That's gonna be the new perfume. And since they wanna love me so much, I'm gonna put Bernie's. Listen, I'm gonna put Bernie's new air freshener. That's smart, right?
Mom said it's gonna be Bernadette's new what? New smell.
New smell. Mm-hmm.
New fragrance.
Girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll.
Yeah, so yeah, I went to a museum this weekend and enjoyed some fine museum quality stuff. I enjoy a good museum. Yeah, go to Justice for All page if you want to listen to that on repeat. I think I listened to it 4 times to make sure I heard what I heard. Yeah, I was taken aback. I was taken aback that somebody would actually put a perfume bottle next to their rear and sell it. I mean, I know we sell all type of things, but I didn't know we were selling that. I didn't know they bought that kind of stuff. You know, I thought it was for the least enamored of us all. I would love to know, how did we run into how did we even meet her?
I think she was from OG, correct? Originally, she was a OG or a misfit. She was one of the loyalty. She was part of a group. She likes to be part of groups. Okay, I feel like she just needs acceptance. However, I just came up here to let you know that, yeah, there is women out there that sell their flatulence. I think she was probably trying to take a note out of a book from a 90 Day Fiance actress who actually did sell her flatulence in a jar and made thousands of dollars doing it. But the difference is that she was on TV, so that's probably why it took off so well. I don't think that works for everybody.
Wow, and I looked it up.
Yeah. Uh,
$500 for
yeah,
gas.
yeah, I mean, at least that celebrity was making good money for a while after she appeared on the show. Uh, she's actually on TikTok now. She does spill like tea and news and 90 Day Fiance gossip, stuff like that. But yeah, so that's probably where she got the idea from. I, I mean, none of my business, to be honest. One thing, if you could cover it, or if a comment cousin could cover it, since I was kind of MIA a lot of the weekend, but I did notice that there are folks that float around here that also has been floating around in boxes with Megan. And I'm just kind of curious, like, what's going on with the Megan situation. She seems to come up on my For You page now, and she playing court and judge, and I'm just real curious as to why we're again giving that woman any attention.
Really? She doing court now?
I don't know. I mean, I can't stand to hear her more than 10 seconds before I have to swipe and keep going because it's kind of gross to give her any kind of attention, even outside on a window. But I was just curious to know why people are entertaining her again.
Hi, Queen.
Hey,
I don't know the whole backstory on how that happened because she's been coming across my FYP too. But there was a hysterical court thing that she was doing last night. She had Bernie in there. Oh my gosh, there was like 4 or 5 people. It was actually hysterical, but I don't know how it all
It,
started. That's kind of what I've seen.
it's because of Muggles. Everybody has a mutual disdain for a creator named Muggles because they've been doing some things apparently to everyone
okay.
on every
So we're
side.
back to the whole, oh, we have the same quote unquote enemy, so we'll sit with an enemy to talk about another enemy that we have in common.
That
That's
was
Yes,
the basic
ma'am.
concept.
Yes, ma'am.
that's so
Okay.
crazy. You guys, if you have the same enemy, you have your own platform. Why are you giving this woman any kind of attention just because y'all share the same whatever hate or distaste for someone? That's super weird. Um,
From what I've seen, they kind of float amongst each other's uh panels and like OG's done some stuff and Muggles and there's this thing with her daughter and I don't know how they all fit in. I
She's
don't watch them
holding
enough, but
she's holding court for Dora, Muggles controversy, and getting in the middle. Again, why are we letting her allow y'all to participate with her in her weird ass court?
I don't know. But when I saw Dora in there, that was what made me pause for a second. I'm like, wait, Dora? Megan?
Yeah.
Bernadette? I was trying to connect the lines, but it did seem to be that Muggles thing. But yeah, strange bedfellows.
I just found it very odd. That's all. I just wanted to know. I wanted to be caught up. That's it.
Oh, it was odd.
Okay, I'm hopping down. I'm done being nosy.
Me too.
Muggles is the one that that made her daughter do the script. Is that Muggles? Muggles is the one that made her daughter. Oh, oh, yikes! 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 And it correct me. Oh, and called the DV shelter. Uh, none of my business. None of my business. March 1st started Women's History Month. Might as well throw some facts in here. Equal Pay Act was signed Equal Pay Act was signed. Hold on. The Equal Pay Act was signed for women in 1963. It mandates employers cannot award unequal wages or benefits to men and women working jobs that require equal skills, effort, and responsibility, which are performed under the similar working conditions. The law also includes guidelines for when unequal pay is permitted, specifically on the basis of merit, seniority, workers' quality or quantity of production, and other factors not determined by gender. Today is the day, and all month is to remember the wonderful women that gave you birth, fellas. Ladies and gents, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a woman. And also to remember it's Women's History Month. So to pay homage to all the wonderful women on this planet, I'll continue throughout the month with a little history fact. All things are not equal and not right amongst the whole United States, but it is a wonderful month to share and respect all the women that you do know. Remember, try to get a tidbit of a fact to share with your mother or your grandmother or your auntie or your nieces and nephews. That way they can be in on Women's History Month. All right. In other news, some awards show went down last night. Not my thing. I know y'all watch it for the dress up, for the awards, all the shenanigans, blah, 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 blah. But at the very end, when they were going to present the last award, Hulu went out, which I find very strange. I am going to blame it on the Russians and tech. Adam Sandler. Yeah, the Drake bit. Yeah, De Niro. Yeah. Not my shebang. I don't even think I even saw any of the movies. I don't even think I watched any of the movies. All right. I don't know. All right, I know it's your thing. I'm just covering it because it's the news. Influenced by Russia. Of course, I think they stole Hulu's bit due to the fact of... Here we go. I'm going to get up out of here. I can leave early. The hell? Oh, yeah.
Some news right now. Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, has ordered a halt on all Russia-related cybersecurity operational planning. Hegseth instructed General Timothy Haw, who is the head of Cyber Command, who then informed his subordinates of this directive, and has now essentially halted all ongoing actions and missions outlining potential threats from Russia. This also includes offensive digital actions that we would take against the Russian cybersecurity grid or whatnot. This comes at a time where U.S.-Ukrainian relations are really at an all-time low, where President Zelensky was berated by Donald Trump and
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Stuff you already know, you don't care. I hope you're planning vacation for the summer, not in the Siberia, but somewhere warm. I hope that you book an all-exclusive resort as well to whatever warm place you can this summer with your kiddos. That is not the That is not Siberia. If you've been following the news here, then you know what's going on. No need for me to berate you with what's going on here. Definitely. Do you know what psychops is? Do you know what that is? Anybody? Like, do you know what psychops is? Okay. Yeah, definitely for the last 20 years, you have all been under psychops. Not by me, but by self-influence, by whatever you feed yourself that is not coming directly out of a newspaper or from the actual news outlet or news. Do you know what propaganda is? Okay, now. Okay, sometimes propaganda is not just outside of the US. Sometimes propaganda is within. There's no saving. There's no saving millions of folks. There's no saving. There's no saving, folks. What is on the table is as the SSA administration meets, and lots of jobs that people been fired. And what is on the chopping block is your SSI, your Medicaid, Medicare, and yeah, all that. There are some upset people from both sides of the aisle, and yeah, a lot of people said they didn't want this or anything, and I have nothing to offer. With a smile. With a smile, and I know you're like, why? Because in this very hour as I'm saying this, as I have given you so many tools to be ahead of the game, we are now at breaking point hour 1 of 2 phase 4, where you must figure it out. I can't tell you nothing. I am on Blue Sky. If you're ever looking for me. I mean, this is Mecca. I don't understand. What you mean? What? What do you mean this is Mecca? I'm thinking about it. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I mean, if you wanted me to be MAGA, I could definitely play the role really well if I have to. I've been practicing over the weekend. Like, oh yeah, I gotta cut this word out of the whole bit though. I gotta cut the, oh yeah, I gotta cut that word out because that'll get me caught. I gotta stop being like, oh yeah, he's great. Oh yeah, because there's so much sarcasm behind the oh yeah. Oh my God. Don't we love JD Vance? Elon Musk. Teslas are amazing. I gotta work on it. Gotta save face. Yeah, but I just want to be prepared just in case with, shit. I see a lot of y'all telling us, no, your ass will get locked up. Your ass will be locked up. And I am not trying to get locked up. So I'm trying to make sure I play my part really well. And don't snitch on me if we end up in the same labor camp together. Don't snitch on me. Don't be like, oh no, he ain't really like us. Hey, yes I am. All day, every day. I'm with you. I'm there. We are the same. Just make sure I stay alive. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I'm done for today. I'm pretty much done for the day with the news. I don't really want to talk about any of them other folks and what they doing. None of my business. Really none of your business. You're right. Utah. There was a protest in Utah at the Capitol. Went down really well. They did a really amazing job.
Since you're about to leave,
it won't be alive.
Just before you leave, since there's a couple hundred people in here, and I know probably 98% of us know, but Casey Anthony is on this app trying to monetize and become an advocate for like legal issues and her daughter, which is super creepy and super weird. I think it's super sick that she jumped from like 4,000 followers to over almost 30,000, if not more, in under 2 or 3 days. So now she can monetize on her account. I say, me personally, you can go report the account and try to get her taken down so she can't monetize and has to start over again. But she's a POS. I don't care. That's my opinion. And as my video says earlier, I picked Gypsy Rose to share this platform with before I will share with Casey Anthony. And Casey Anthony needs to go and crawl back under a rock and just be blessed that nobody has decided to take justice into their own hands for Kaylee. And, you know how that goes in real life.
Real quick, so I make sure I have this right in my head.
Sure.
The baby was found in the trunk or in the trash?
I believe it was the trunk.
And they found forensics leading back to Anthony.
Yeah, at the end of the day, us with half a brain know it was her, but she got away with it. She got away with it.
They found her in the woods. There was red stuff and DNA in the trunk, but they found her in the woods in a trash bag.
Yes.
That's how that happened. Yeah, it wasn't in the trunk, but they said that with how long the DNA was in there for, she was in the trunk for days.
Correct.
Mind you. So
I don't know. There's people in here, I get it. She was found innocent, whatever. But like whatever. If y'all are on her side, then so be it. Be on her side. But I don't think she's innocent at all. At all.
Hold on, they said waited 30 days before reporting. Did she even report?
Yeah, so what happened, and I agree with you, Queen, excuse me, is no matter how the legal system played the game, she was involved. Now, she's trying to blame it on her daddy, but she was gone for a month, partying and running wild. Yep. And so the parents hadn't seen her or the vehicle in a month. Well, after the last time they had made contact with her, a few days later, there were pictures and social media posts of her partying and no sign of Kaylee. So after she showed up 30 days later, the mom smelled the bad scent coming from the vehicle when they had to pick it up from an impound. And she called the law in. So of course they did the manhunt, and that's when they found the child in a bag, in a shallow Grave, because I don't know if we can say that, fairly close to her parents' home. What really put her on the hook was the child had a heart sticker on her mouth, which they felt like was a sign of like sympathy or what's the word I'm looking for? Guilt.
On her mouth.
It had the duct tape, but it had a little heart sticker on top of that.
Fuck that bitch.
Well, and I agree. Now, watching the documentary that came out several years ago, I don't know that I believe the story that it's the daddy. I really don't. I think that my personal theory is the child was crying, and due to the mental health condition and the partying lifestyle and the selfishness, Casey did what she did, and what happened wasn't necessarily intended, but the hands are still just as damn dirty. Kids are off limits. And the Florida system failed that child. But as of September of 2024, she is relocated to somewhere close to outside of Nashville, from what I read this morning, to move in with her boyfriend that they both destroyed his marriage of 22 years. And of course, she moved out in January, so that was 5 minutes lived. And now that's where Queen said that she's inserted herself on social media, which I'm sure the Gypsy Rose situation pushed her to have the courage to do
Oh
that.
yeah, for sure.
I think she needs to be off the app.
Sees that Gypsy makes bank on this app, and she sees that the Menendez brothers, like another common cousin told me, is getting now full attention on social media, even though they're still in prison. And I think she just thinks she's gonna slip in and kiki it up, and she's gonna get enough people who don't know her story to, support her. But I think it's absolutely disgusting that she's going to monetize off her child.
Well, she tried
absolutely, because if you don't have someone,
she tried to be a photographer for a while, and that didn't pan out because so many negative reviews were left, and people were calling her out. So she had to close that down. She was trying to make money by being self-employed that way.
Well, that's when she was living with that guy. She spent 5 or 6 years living with one of the guys from her defense team, and that's when she did the photography that you're talking about. And then he's the one that got her going on this private investigative situation.
Go ahead, Kendra.
I just want to say for anybody in the comments who is saying this woman was found innocent, you want to know why? Because she was Gluck 3000 and her fucking lawyer on the back end. And that's why. And for all you motherfuckers running around here thinking that you can excuse anything and she's got a good message, fuck her. You know what she can do? She can jump off a bridge with concrete shoes on it. I stand on that. Anybody who hurts an innocent 2-year-old is sick and disgusting, and then waits 31 days and the mother did not even fucking report her missing. That is all I'm going to say.
Can I also, just real quick for Kendra's comment, those of you that are saying, well, she was found innocent, do you realize how many innocent men and women are sitting in prison that were found guilty? And you're going to label them guilty, and they rot the rest of their lives out in prison, but they were actually innocent. So it happens both ways.
It goes both ways. We're in the Central Florida area, and when that case was, I'm sorry, Halloween, when that case was going on, you couldn't move 5 minutes or have any conversation in this town where that case wasn't playing on live TV somewhere, because it was streamed on court TV, I believe. Look, I was raised by a law enforcement officer. My opinion, no way on this planet that mother was innocent. Money of a defense bought her so-called innocence. She's not innocent. That baby was missing for a month.
Over and she's living with him.
Exactly. That baby was missing for a month. The grandparents were like, wait a minute, with this fictitious, she was with Zany the nanny and all this other nonsense, which she didn't even exist either. There's just no way around it. I'm sorry. Just my opinion. She did it. I can never support a baby killer. Unalive her. I'm sorry.
I was also told, though, that she is trying now to be on TikTok because of the fact that Gen Z is out, so she's trying to relate to them. But the problem is they were young too, and also watching what was going down.
That's where I was going with it. Is mainly you have a whole new generation that were small children in 2008 that weren't exposed to the reality and the trial and the investigation like the majority of us in our generation, in our age bracket, were. So it's easy for them to say, well, she didn't do it.
Well, she's a complete idiot because she acts like us millennials are like in our 70s and 80s and are about to fall off the earth. We're because we're not.
She's our age too, so she better choose wisely.
If you go back and read the reports, you will see where the prosecution said they messed up, because when they went and took her computer, instead of she used Firefox. They never searched for Firefox. It was hidden in the computer. They only looked for the internet stuff.
Yep, they went through Internet Explorer and never checked the Firefox.
And they made
That's another thing I was coming up here to say.
They've apologized profusely for that, but sadly, she was found innocent because of that.
I just wanted her to turn her comments on. That's all.
Right.
Turn
Turn
your
on the
comments
comments. Turn them on.
Turn on the comments. Turn the
You're
comments
gonna
on,
be brave enough to
Casey.
get up here, then let
Oh,
us
she
speak.
responded, by the way. If you look it up, she has responded to all of the lashbacks she's gotten so far over the weekend from us TikTokers. There's a gentleman on this app. Just look up Casey Anthony responds to backlash, and he reads her statement. I was trying to find it before I got in a box so we could display it, but the audacity, the caucasity, it's crazy. It's there though. He reads the response out.
She needs to go back down to Florida into the Everglades and keep hiding wherever she was hiding at.
For real.
Because we're not interested. We're not interested.
Well, the documentary.
But yeah,
the documentary.
Sorry.
It's okay. I didn't know if you were done talking or not. I apologize. The documentary that involves her cellmate though says it all. Says just how guilty she is.
Yes. Because she talked way too much in that cell.
You know, if she's going to come up on here and be about it, she needs to be about it and turn the comments on.
Well, I'm just saying that it wouldn't be but a 4.5 hour flight for me to get there. So if anybody wants a summer trip to Tennessee, 3 tires makes it a misdemeanor, and insurance won't cover it.
Actually, I'll give me like 30 seconds and I'll find the response from the guy on TikTok.
Lily has not changed much when it comes to the way she holds herself either, because for those of you who don't know, the man that she is with, not only did she start a relationship with him while he was married, but if you look at the dates, the day his wife moved out, 20 minutes later, she moved her shit in.
Yes.
Hey, let me just say, I just saw this account and whatever, and I'm just sick to my stomach. I'm an old lady. I watched this trial live. I watched her father testify and cry in tears. There is no way her father hurt that baby. And those 30 days that she was out partying, if some way he had hurt her and he was forcing her to lie and blah, 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 there's no way that a mother could party or even be seen on the street with a smile on their face if their child had been unalived. There's no way. It would not happen.
Absolutely not.
And I watched her. You saw every photo. She was laughing, smiling. There's no way she did not do this. You just would not have a smile on your face.
Okay.
You would not allow your father to get away with that.
On him.
So if you guys want to just hear her response, I'll play his clip real quick.
Okay. I'll mute it.
Breaking news, Casey Anthony is now on TikTok, and after receiving tons of backlash, she has officially released a statement. She said the presumption of innocence is a sacred right afforded to all individuals arrested in this country. This is not an opinion, it is a fact. We are plagued by a rush to judgment before someone even steps foot into a courtroom. Once a verdict is read, however long the process takes, the public must trust that the system worked the way it was intended. You are entitled to your opinions, not your own set of facts. You, as the general public, will never know the full facts of a case. The media will never tell you the full truth. They will tell you what to think and how to feel. Educate yourselves, stop spreading hate. If tomorrow you woke up and were arrested, accused of a crime you didn't commit, or someone close to you were to be, wouldn't you want for you/them to be treated fairly and just? It's not that complicated.
That was her response.
Oh my God.
Casey,
honey, you do realize that they found the bodily fluids of your child in the trunk of your car, right? Was that a lie that they gave to us in court to sway us to think that you were guilty? Because I don't think so.
B-ball mom, I'd be throat punching her. I'd be
God,
violent.
I swear.
I don't care if anybody can call me violent. That woman would, if she lived around me, she would not have a peaceful life.
I just want her to say it with her whole chest, though, like in public. Just say that what she posted behind a screen, to say with her whole chest in public.
Make a video and say exactly what you said, and turn your comments on. Hold it live.
Just real quick, sorry. I heard you say it the first time. So she goes live with the comments off?
No,
she's not live. She hasn't went live.
She's only posted videos. Yeah, and she's kept the comments off. She knows better. She knows better.
She knows. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's wild. I don't even know how she still got a profile with no comments on.
Oh,
They
listen,
like it.
every time she pops up on my FYP, I report it. And I don't report anybody, but I'll report her until her account's banned. Because no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't care for Gypsy Rose, but she looked like a saint compared to this one.
Listen, I will take Gypsy all day long.
That's when you made that post this morning. I was like, Gypsy Rose. No, I don't want her. And then you said or, and I'm like, okay, you win. You win. I'll keep Gypsy.
I didn't even have to think about it. I was like, give me Gypsy.
That's two
Well, I tended
different
to answer the
ball
first
games.
line.
Right. I mean, I get it.
cannot.
There's some people out there saying Gypsy shouldn't be on either because she is an unaliver, okay? But look, Gypsy's a whole onion full of layers, and she was at some point a victim as well. I'm not saying her decision was the right one to get out of the situation she was in, but she did not harm no baby and then play it off as if she didn't do anything. So
what chaps me is that she was of sound mind enough to manipulate that boy the same way her mother had manipulated her.
Yeah, that's what gets.
Doing
I agree.
life,
That's
and
what.
she's a millionaire.
Yes, ma'am. That's what gets me about the case too. She literally, and you know, like Queen said, she is a victim herself, but she used her mindset from the trauma she experienced with her mother to further victimize somebody else and manipulate them into doing something like that. And it just, Gypsy's a whole nother rabbit hole.
I agree to a point because they did find his journal and he was wanting to unalive somebody.
Yeah, he wasn't stable. But can I just say my opinion too? Even though she did do her time for making someone do it for her, a part of me tells me deep down inside she actually was a part of the active
I think
the act of actually doing it, but she just got away with that part.
No, I'm so glad you said that, Queen, because I went back and I watched all of his interviews. If I have learned anything about working with individuals with ASD, it's that, especially when it comes to numbers, if they say they did something 5 times, they only did it 5 fucking times. He is very specific to this day as how many times he with the you know, and it doesn't match. It doesn't match the amount of wounds.
Oh,
And
those the wounds that were on
things like that.
The wounds that were on her were hate wounds. Like that was anger.
Yeah, they were.
That was anger. And that
Anger.
man had no reason to be that angry with her. Now Gypsy, on the other hand, did.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but it just statistically, from what I've seen, they're not wrong when it comes to things like that. Like that's very specific, and that tells me right there that girl, you joined in.
Pastor Petty is writing our names down on a separate list because we are a group of women. We are a group of women that are very interested in true crime, and now he's going to be side-eyeing us because.
I'm over here thinking like,
I'm just kidding.
I'm over here thinking like, don't Gypsy got a new man? Like, I think she
Gypsy has a couple.
Right,
new
she's a
what
mother
you talking
now.
about? She's been a
She's a
player
mama now,
since she's
too.
been out.
Oh yeah,
Your
she
mom.
dropped that one guy like a bad habit too.
Hold on,
She
did
was
she
like,
get her
"Nope, I'm
account
out of
back?
prison now. Bye."
Yes, she did get
Yeah.
her account back. She has actually been active, and I actually caught her in somebody else's live in a box the other night. So she'd be boxing up with people.
Yeah, she got her account back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, look at it
Let's
like
see,
this,
Anthony,
guys. Even if Petty's putting us on a list, just because of the last 6 months, we are already on so many lists. But does his
Right.
list really matter? His list is the least to be concerned about.
It's his list of women to side eye because
Well,
we know
especially
some
after what I
stuff.
said about the throat punching.
I just reported Casey's account as other. There was nothing else that would fit, but
That's what I keep doing it too.
Eventually, if it's in the masses, it might pull it down at least temporarily and make her work for it.
Like I said,
So
I
let's
don't
all
report
go with that
anybody.
same report.
Yeah.
Listen, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke when she popped up on my FYP. I thought somebody had found videos of her somewhere and made a fake account. I thought it was a joke.
Like AI or something. I don't know.
Yeah, until I done some digging and I was like, wait a second, this bitch actually thinks that she can? Like we forgot?
Right.
You're just gonna
And
get
that was my
cozy on
thing. And then
here
I
with
go there,
us?
and then the freaking comments are off. And I was like, there's no damn way you just posted and your comments are off.
I was so mad. Just turn them on, Casey, just for a day. Turn them on for a day. 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes.
Listen, I don't usually bother people on this app, but I was never more ready in my motherfucking life to have that argument.
I will bother her.
Yes, I will bother her every day, all day.
I think they should make it
The
a
fact
requirement.
that she has.
Sorry. I was just gonna say I think they should make it a requirement that if you're gonna monetize on your platform, that you have to keep the comments on and deal with the flack.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that she has over 20,000 followers.
She was at 31K this morning, girl.
Are
She's
you kidding me?
right now. She's at 37,000 fucking followers right now.
Who are these people that are following her? Because I want to come for them too. Like, why?
I think some of them are.
6K
I sent a
in the
video to
last.
Queen. I sent a video to Queen that's actually saying that we should apologize to her.
Yeah, the weird ones are coming out the woodwork.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
I was going to say, be very careful when you guys are scrolling through lives, because when this hit last night, I immediately went to one of my people's lives who was posting it about her, and there was about 3 elderly ladies who came up and defended Casey.
Get the fuck
Are
out.
you kidding me right now? Mamaw, you need to go to bed.
Don't laugh at me, Queen. Don't laugh at me.
Mamaw, somebody needs to be getting their grandmas' phones and turning them off for the night, giving them their night meds and making sure they're tucked in. Because, no ma'am.
Women. They ain't right now.
Yeah. But I think that if she's going to get to monetize so easily, that she should be able to take the flack from the general public.
Absolutely.
And did I hear her correctly, too, that she wants to be an advocate on this app? Like, ma'am, what are you advocating for? What are you going to advocate for?
She said even for Kaylee.
Ooh.
Well, according to her, she's a legal advisor, so she's opening up this email so people can email her and she can correspond with them directly and give them legal advice, which you can't.
Oh, so I need to email her. Okay.
Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Wait.
Hey,
wait a minute.
email.
Hold on. Let her drop that email, though. Let her drop that email address, though, so the public can go ahead and email her. Go ahead.
No. You have to go subscribe to her for that.
Oh.
If you want the email, you have to go to Substack and subscribe to her.
Oh. Well.
No. Somebody can subscribe to her and then let that out. Because honestly, I don't care. You're fair game. You're fair game whenever that shit happens. Tell us that email.
Drop it. Drop the email. I just want to talk to another.
Hey, Petty, can I have the big box? Thank you.
Oh my God.
40,000. 40,000 that fast.
Wow.
A lot of them are, like I said, a lot of them are people that think she's innocent, and a lot of them are youngsters who don't know the whole story. And I think some of those followers are nosy Nellies who want to know what goes on, but you don't need to follow her if you want to be nosy.
No.
Just look her up.
I'm not that nosy.
Right, it's not that serious.
To answer you,
Well, and the
Betty,
more we
the
boost
reason
her
I was-
up, she's monetizing off of the views and the clicks. I don't mean to cut you guys off. I think that there's a delay. I'm not being rude, I promise.
No, you're good.
There definitely is a delay because it keeps happening to me too.
I was just going to answer Betty's thing. She was acquitted because the jury, they had evidence, but they couldn't tell who did it. It was who done it, Was it the dad? Was it Casey? Because they didn't have the evidence to match which one of them specifically, the jury was not able to say definitely, yes, she did this. That's how she got found innocent.
I just want to put you girls on another true crime one. J.P. Miller, the pastor in Myrtle Beach.
Yes, ma'am.
Unalived his wife, who he had he's of control over. So go down that rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, I mean he just got
because they have a
recently
new
what? He
victim.
was recently accused of assaulting a 15-year-old.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
J.P. Miller is another one on my list.
he tried to defend himself in court because he had done like 30 some different restraining orders, and the judge set him down real quick.
Yep.
Yeah,
Petty, this is what we be doing, some women be doing. We just be watching true crime and
Listen, I like to
he
know.
asked
I
his
study
girlfriend
human
on.
behavior. I can't help it. I like to know what the fuck is in people's heads. I
Well,
don't
you
know.
got the demons at the door. Y'all talking about they saviors. I could just smell them. I could just smell them. They pissed off at y'all and they just fuming right now. I can smell
Hair
them.
Junkie
He
followed
follows
Casey
her.
Anthony. Are you kidding me?
Get the
Is
fuck out.
anybody
Surprised me
surprised?
one bit.
No.
JP Miller asked his girlfriend on the
Tender said,
stand
hell no.
if if she had heard the protesters say that he was handsome.
Oh
That's
my god, I
ball
know.
AF.
I was like, what?
I
Yeah.
do want to say for all of my true crime people, if you want a podcast to listen to, there is a podcast that's actually here in my state that I follow. They're called Crime Junkies. It's two females.
Yes.
And they are
I love Crime Junkies.
absolutely amazing. And they go, like, they actually will call and talk if the family is willing to get their loved one's story out there on everything that happened when they have, they're the victim and stuff like that. So I just
Morbid
want
is
to throw
really
that
good
out there.
too. Morbid is really good too.
Yeah.
They do a lot of older
Yes.
cases also, like a
What
lot of
was
older.
Yes.
what was that one,
Petty,
Panda? Because we're looking for more avenues to get my cousin's story.
Petty, we listen and we don't judge, okay? Like, I see your
Judging
Petty's
so hard
judging.
right now.
I'm just gonna
No,
like
no,
you gotta learn how to get away with stuff.
Miss Jamie, I just wanted.
Oh, are you a strike, Jamie?
I don't know.
Oh. Hello.
Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Strike.
Hi, Jamie.
Strike. Strike.
Strike.
Nah,
Let her
that
down
Miss
gently.
Jamie
Don't
mic
catch her
was
down
moving.
there.
Miss Jamie's mic was moving. I did see the thing sound. So I hope this is not. Damn it, it is. One.
It is.
Anyways, if you guys don't like this lady sitting on the green screen, I would just report as other and try to take her down because 1.9 million views is wild for a video for her to get the attention. But it's hard because the media currently is covering her being on TikTok in their articles online right now. So it's like us versus the media right now.
Well, and think about how much money she's already made just off of those views and the followings.
Yep.
I was gonna
That's
say,
what has me.
if you add both of them together, she's almost got 3 million views on just 2 videos. Because one has 1 million and the other one has 1.9 million.
No, the hell, no.
Yep.
Right there. Right
It's
there.
Yep.
Right there. Both her videos are over.
Shit. Oh,
In just a couple of days. In just a
she's
couple
only,
of days.
Yeah, she was only on what, Friday? Maybe?
Yeah, like I said, when I seen it first pop up, I thought it was fake. I thought it was a fake account. But no, it's actually
Alyssa,
her.
darling, just look up Casey Anthony. Just look it up. Google it. Go down the rabbit hole. It's very well known.
Alyssa's a little bit on the younger side. Yeah, you'll have to Google it, honey. You were probably very young when it happened.
Oh, there's
I'm sure her
documentaries
trial is on. Her trial's
wanna
probably
know
still on
who-
YouTube also.
Yeah.
I also want to know who she's following though. Who that one following is.
Yeah, who's the one
Who are
person?
you following? The hell? Her husband,
Probably like her
probably, that she
boyfriend or
stole.
something.
I mean,
Yeah, well,
I can
if
drop
it's-
out of here and I can go spy real quick and look.
I
bet
tried.
it's private.
I'll be back. Hold up.
Go spy, girl.
Could you guys imagine
Figure
being
it out.
of the boyfriend
What?
and knowing who your husband
Oh my God,
left you for?
Could you imagine? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Could you imagine leaving your wife for Casey Anthony?
It's the way that
Could you
Could you imagine?
saying that out loud
after the
though?
wife left, and the paparazzi was there the whole time, so they got pictures of the wife leaving and then pictures of her coming within like half an hour.
That's crazy.
Could you imagine telling your friends that though? Like, I am now with Casey Anthony.
Right, I was gonna say, wouldn't it be funny if she was following Gypsy and that was her one follower?
Oh my god.
Would it really be surprising though?
No. All right. Sad news.
All right. Well,
is
I'm sorry, Petty. I just wanted to make it known, since there's lots of people in here. If you know who she is, you know, and if you don't want her to monetize off her daughter, try to take her down. And I'm going to hop down now.
Yeah, same.
Me too. I would like it to go on the permanent record. This is the longest time I've ever spent in the box, and I did not talk shit. I want that documented. I did not talk shit. Hey, Bougie, you're still a bitch.
I'll write it down.
You ain't shit.
Let me make it in my notes.
Yeah, you just redacted everything you just said. Everything you just said, gone.
Was in box, not in all caps, talking shit.
You mind if I
put
show
it on
that
the notes.
screenshot of the flags being flown at the protest?
Also, real quick, while she's doing that, I went and looked, and her following list is private, so you can't see who her one follower is.
Dirty bitch.
Yep. Hashtag cancel Casey Anthony. Hashtag turn your comments on and be about it. If
And
you're
I'm
going to
just
come up
saying-
on this app, acting all whatever, turn your comments on and let's have a conversation.
Like, I don't get why she thinks... I don't get why people are thinking... Like, I get she might have a good message to put out, but I don't get why we're being... Like, people are saying, give her a chance, give her a chance. That chance flew out the motherfucking window when that baby got tossed to the side like garbage. Okay? I don't play about children, and I will never play about children, and I have every right to be fucking pissed. Sorry.
Yep.
That's all I gotta say.
Yep.
Bye!
She gave her baby sleeping medicine. That way she didn't have to deal with her. So she could go party.
Like what kind? Like what? Like
I don't remember now,
Was
but
it
yeah,
Benadryl?
she would give her. I'm pretty sure it was Benadryl. She would give her,
She would give her both melatonin and Benadryl.
She would dose her so she would go to sleep.
Yeah.
Really? Like, why? Like, I don't understand it. What is the obsession? What is it? What?
Hey, just for the record, it was Xanny and chloroform is what she used.
Xanny and chloroform. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember.
She used Xanny regularly.
Sorry, I'm sorry for my not knowing this term, but what is Xanny?
Xanax.
I just didn't want to.
Xanax.
Yeah, Xanax. I didn't want to say it and get anyone.
Oh, come on, Petty. He's so innocent. His little innocent baby ears. Okay.
Right, and that's where the nickname. That's where the name for the nanny came from.
Yeah.
Was Xanny the nanny.
Nanny Xanny. Yep.
Oh, she named.
The
That's
nanny.
fucked up. Whoa.
Yep.
There's
Whoa.
so much. I'm telling you, I followed this like it was my job. I was a
Hold on,
stay-at-home
she
mom.
named the stuff Xanny. Oh, that's sick.
Nanny
That's how I threw
Xanny
up.
is what she
I
would
had
say.
a binder, literally, watching this. This.
Yeah, the nanny was never a real person.
No, nanny didn't exist.
Oh, that's sick. That's sick.
Yeah. And she wants to hop up on this app like everybody forgot, and she wants to advocate, and, no, ma'am. Turn your comments on.
Something that I've also considered approaching my state office with, and maybe something that we could all consider being an option, is for as many kids that are exposed to DRUGS these days, I would like for it to become a law for schools to require a pediatric physical on each child, even though we only have to turn them in for vaccines, a pediatric physical showing that they've seen a doctor. And I think the pediatrician should run a lab test on these kids to see if they've been exposed to anything like that. Now, of course, the Xannies would be out of their system in 3 days, but if it's consistently being used, then it would show up.
Yeah. It would also be in a hair follicle if there was hair follicle left over too.
Exactly. So for as much money that's wasted by our state governments, they should be able to get grants from the federal government or even realign their budget for the state to cover that. I mean, they do enough of the free lunches in smaller counties. I mean, at least even if it saves one kid a year, that's progress.
I have a question. So y'all knew about this Zanny stuff. Did the jury also know about this as well? If y'all know about
Yeah. Yep. It came out in court.
Yes.
Wow.
She
The
gave an
reason
address for the nanny that was
the
unoccupied.
reason that they did not find her guilty was because they could not provide a cause of death.
Right.
They could not say whether she was strangled, whether she
Even
was.
with the jury
Nope.
knowing that there was, I
It was a
mean, like,
bad jury.
Listen, hey,
Yeah.
it
That
also
little
came
girl
out
was
in
failed.
court. It also came out in court that she was partying like the entire time, right? And even
Mm-hmm.
later on, years down the road,
Yes.
she did the Hulu documentary, and she claimed that the child had drowned and it was the dad's fault. So still, if your child had just drowned, what mother in their right? Someone said this earlier. What mother in their right mind still goes out to the club, PPing and partying?
Yep.
Yeah. No, her
Her
dad,
story
I
changed
don't
so
believe
many
for 1
times.
minute had anything to do with it. He's taken lie detectors. He's been he had nothing to do with it.
And if she drowned, why was there duct tape found anywhere near her little body? Like, she's changed the story so many fucking times. It's insane.
Can I just say one more thing and then I'll hop down? I just want to put this in perspective for a lot of people that may not know a lot about it. This woman come back on this app trying to act like she was going to pretend like everything was fine and nobody was going to come for her and she was going to be an advocate, blah, blah, blah. Your child would be 20 years old right now. She would be a 20-year-old young adult. We ain't going to forget about her.
Hell fucking no. She has
Cancel
been and
Casey
she
Anthony.
will be the most hated mother in America forever. Like, there's nothing you can do especially because you lied so fucking much. Like, it's never going away. It's smoke forever with her. And I don't know how she didn't know this, but she also just risked everyone around her. So she has a small group of people who aren't part of what happened in her past. People on TikTok are crazy. They're going to call your kids schools in the future. They're going to call your new boo's workplace. They're going to, like, you just opened everyone up to you to a hellstorm. Welcome to TikTok. Like, you don't know what you just did.
Well, what pisses me off the most is there's people who are put in prison in jail for less stuff, like they've been, claimed as guilty for, and she literally got a freaking slap on the fucking wrist. Like, your child's DNA was in the trunk. There was tape around that poor little baby's body. She had been missing for over a month, and you didn't care or say anything until your parents brought it up. Like,
Exactly. There was also
I just want.
hair.
I'm sorry. I just want to state something right quick. Hey, could you know who you are? Could you please not blow up my DMs on IG because Lord Jesus, like you. I'll save that for later. I'm sorry. I'll save it for after. I'm sorry. I'll save it.
Hey
I was
guys,
just
let
going to
me say
say,
one more thing real quick. Those 30 days that she was out partying and the baby was missing, and she actually had a roommate. She lived, I think he was her boyfriend at that time, where she was living for those 30 days, and he testified that her demeanor did not change at home. He
right.
had no clue that her daughter had passed away, nothing. She had not changed. And
They also, oh, sorry. They also found hair in the trunk that had with what they called a death band on the hair, so they can see when that child had been gone in that trunk.
Yep.
I think Betty might want his platform back from true crime in order to blow up on whatever's happening on his IG. But I just wanted to let everybody know we use a HIPAA protected texting system.
I got a speaker coming in about 30 minutes. Y'all good. Y'all good for 30. Y'all good for 30. Why? Because somebody out on IG.
The day they read, because her trial was on TV, the day they read her verdict, I mean, I thought I would have a heart attack. I've literally never been so shocked in my entire life when they said not guilty or whatever this
I was
idiot
hoping
said.
somebody would take her out. I was
Mhm.
You
hoping
and me
somebody would
both.
take her out.
Yeah, it was. Well, she did have tab protection for a long time. Remember when they let her out of jail or whatever it was? I don't remember, but yeah, it was bad.
And I'll just give an update. Because we use a HIPAA protected texting system, just anybody who does take Xanax, because it was announced here on this platform, as of today, most HIPAA protected texting systems are now going to block messages containing that word, Xanax. So if you have to refill any of your medications, just use an alternative spelling. That's the information that we received this morning due to our software, which is nationwide. So anybody who does need that type of medication, just make sure your doctors are probably not ignoring you. They are just actually not receiving it. It's going to start being banned. I don't know why or anything else. We just got an alert telling us that we have to let we're being told Xanax specific, Xanax. It can no longer be spelled in any type of texting HIPAA related requests in any of your HIPAA protected texting systems. So just in case anybody does, just let friends, family, whoever know, so that way they don't think that their doctors are ignoring them. And that just goes to that. I'm not sure about pharmacies because usually you have to like call in and do things. So that's just my little PSA for today. Hope you guys have a great day.
So I'm gonna take this left, guys. I don't know if Queen can big box me or not while he's gone, but Utah a couple of days ago had a huge protest, and they did one amazing thing. I can't see. Okay, so a lot of people have been complaining that the American flag is not being flown in protest. And as you can see, there's a bunch of flags actually being flown in the protest. And I have a video, I'm thinking about posting it on my page, but at the very end of this walk, and the guy is up at the top of the stairs at the building, and you can actually see the flags rotating, and it's so amazing. But you can actually see all of the flags waving and going by, and you see the Mexican, the Canadian, the Ukraine, and it's just I am so, it was so emotional watching it, and these are the lives that I like to go in and see and view. So, if you guys are asking to post it, I'll probably post it. But thank you for your comments. But yeah, this is amazing stuff that is happening, and it's happening all over. But this is the most important thing because of all the flags. So this is unity. This is what we need.
I was just gonna say I love the random Canadian flag out front.
But
I
it's
love
not
it.
random though, because they're being targeted
Oh
too.
yeah,
So
yeah. I love it.
But and there was like multiple Canadian flags or Canadian flags. There were multiple Ukraine flags, but this was the best screenshot that I could take with the most flags in it. So I was like, oh my god, this just speaks volumes on what we need to do. But I'm gonna hop down. I wanted everybody to see this.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna hop down. Keep reporting Casey Anthony though. It's fuck her for life.
Okay. So, like, let's just, like, hold on. Why, Blue? Why do you want to be unmuted? Why do you want to be unmuted so bad? Why? What attention are you trying to obtain here when clearly you have other platforms from other comment cousins that are allowing you in their space? So what is it that you want here? And why are you trying to bribe somebody with cash money to get unmuted to be heard here? You're nothing but a bully. And you were sitting this morning in Megan's box, kikiing it up again. So are you friends with racist Megan or are you not? Because you keep going back and forth. I feel like you do it because you want attention. You want some sort of acceptance, whether it's on the good or the bad side. So, like, what do you want, Blue? You clearly have been accepted on other platforms where they're embracing you. So what is it that you want here? At this point, Petty, I mean, the common cousins, we voted. We've voted at least a handful of times to see if people want to hear you. So if we can do it again, since you're watching, you just can't comment. If you want to put the smiley face or the frowny face vote up again and see if the common cousins want to hear you out. Because at this point, it's getting exhausting. It's super creepy. It's so annoying because nobody's bothering you. Nobody's stalking you like the way you stalk over here.
Petty, aren't you tired of this?
I just don't. This the part I don't get. How the hell is you offering me? First off, I don't even take money. But wasn't this person struggling with money? How's they offering me money? And they was on here. I mean, I have so many million micro thoughts going through my head right now, and like I don't really get it. I'm so like it's a little frustrating because like we not bothering nobody, so I'm just a little frustrated. Like, what you want? Like, why you want to be unmuted to bother people in the comments? Like,
I don't understand it because there's quite a few comment cousins that sit here that have been cordial with them in other boxes. And so I don't know what kind of acceptance they are looking for at this point, besides yours, Petty, because for some reason they hold you on a pedestal when it benefits them until you piss them off. And then all of a sudden they're encouraging awareness lives on people when they don't see eye to eye with you for a split second, which is crazy to me.
Well, Queen, it also goes back to, like what happened to that changed behavior? Because at this point, like you were following Queen around to every space that she goes to, that she goes to, and everything you're doing right now is giving same blue behavior. And it it's obvious from the comments that everybody's saying, hey, let's vote, so that they can show you that your opinion is not wanted nor needed.
I don't know why we need another vote. We've done this I don't know how many times. Petty, it's your platform. When are you going to get tired of it? That's the whole thing.
It's like a toddler. It's like a toddler that keeps pulling at your pant leg, and you told them no, they can't have another juice box, and you told them no, you can't have this and that, and they'll just, it's like a temper tantrum all the time, every day.
Let me tell y'all what y'all don't know. Person got 1 million accounts. 1 million accounts. Even when I'm not here, I go through and block. I'm so confused.
You're going to have to say it out loud. Say it. If that's the way you want it done, then you're the one that's going to have to say it out loud. It don't matter what we say, obviously. This is your platform.
I thought I said I ain't want nothing to do with Blue.
You've made it clear.
Agreement.
They keep coming. No matter, like, I want the best for folks, but like I don't want nothing to do with the individual. Like I'm good. Like I'm good.
The
like,
thing is
deal with him. That's on y'all. Like I don't want. I'm good.
So many people was given a level of grace that really wasn't warranted. to this individual, but they keep doing the same actions over and over again, even when that grace was given of, hey, let's see the changed behavior, and there is no change. And I mean, as much as I hate to say it, at this point, it don't seem like there ever will be any change.
I just came up here to say that, and Blue, I know you're listening. You and I have talked months ago about boundaries and how important it is to not only set boundaries for yourself, but to also respect other people's boundaries. Pastor Petty and Queen and the Comet Cousins have made it very clear a handful of times that this is not a space for you, and you continue to make fake accounts, okay? So just leave it alone. You have Megan's platform, you have Mallory's, you have OG's, you have Jana's, Hair Junkies. Go over there and do your thing.
Let me
Respect
throw this in
people's
there with what you're
boundaries.
saying too, Tom. Let me throw this in there with what you're saying. Blue, my platform is no longer available to you. If any of my mods see you come in, they will block any and all of your fake accounts, your real accounts. At this point, is given very stalkerish, weird behaviors, and you are no longer welcome on my platform.
At this point, I feel like it's obsession and stalking, and I don't feel like there needs to be another vote, Petty. I really don't. I think you and Queen or whatever mods, when they come in, just automatically block, stop bringing attention, and maybe one day they will get the hint. But
That's the thing, though. We've
negative
been trying to
attention
do that.
is, attention. So they like this apparently. So just stop giving attention, just block them, and just move on.
And that's what I think people don't understand is that, like, me and Queen have been trying to do that. Every time he goes live, we've been trying to watch for these accounts because we know what accounts are Blues and block them. And they make another one and come back in. And, like, I saw them in here earlier, share the live out one by one. And Queen, I'm glad you caught it, but I was confused because I had just gotten the live and I was like, are they allowed back over here again? Or what is happening here?
No, they're not allowed back here. I don't understand it. It's just very uncomfortable. Again, at the end of the day, you burned the bridges on two creators that supported you even through some of the tough times when the Common Cousins told us not to do that, and we tried. And you were so quick to turn on us when we didn't see eye to eye on the same opinion as you. And for me, at least personally, you hurt me, you embarrassed me, you treated me like a piece of shit the last time I was on your platform when I tried to talk to you like a normal human being. And I just don't want to have anything to do with you. I wish you the best of luck in real life, but to see you in other spaces that caused you to spiral for the last few months mentally and in real life just shows me that you're not on the right path yet. And I hope someday you will be, but you're not.
One
And
big
see,
thing that was
Queen,
disappointing.
you shouldn't have to say this again. And you held that live the other day and cried because of this right here, and you shouldn't have to go through this. So just block them, I'm sorry, and just move on. Stop discussing them. Just act like they no longer exist. I'm sorry. I'll try.
One thing that was
sorry. Go ahead. You were before me. Go ahead.
One thing that was disappointing for me was because I admit when they first came back to the app, I went into the first live that they had, and I told them that I was proud of them because it seemed like they were making changes, and then I seen them over in Megan's live, and the thing that gets me about that is Megan has made some very, very horrible comments about the black community, about his community that he's a part of, and she has never apologized. She never will apologize. What is it?
Their community.
Oh, their community. I'm sorry. I keep trying to correct myself because I really don't mean to do that. I just, it's really disappointing because they are never going to, I don't know. Just to keep it up with.
The playing in
Sorry.
our faces is what they're doing. You're good. I don't mean to cut you off. They're playing in our fucking
you're
faces is
fine.
what they're doing. Let's
Yeah.
call a spade a spade. They're playing in our faces. What they did, they were just on here last week saying they blocked Megan, Mallory, Bougie, OG, and all of them, and then the next day was in lives with them keeping it up. They're playing in our faces. It is
So
what it
now
is. Like, you're
am
not
I
welcome
supposed
here.
to am I
Get
supposed to
that.
block every 00 account? I mean, I don't. At this point, we don't know what to do.
No, realistically, no. Like, we know that Blue is going to get in here. Blue has gotten in here for over a week sometimes with fake accounts. You know, they just give themselves away eventually because they have to have some sort of attention, whether it's in the comments or not. So clearly, if you could, you know, if you feel like, you know, or that fake page is commenting and it sounds like them, then I say block. It doesn't matter if there's, you know, 1 or 2 followers, but we're never going to get rid of Blue completely. We know this. Blue has an obsession. Blue has some sort of I don't know, need for attention in this area, in this place, but all we can do is block the obvious ones and pay attention to the newcomers that come in and make good choices as mods. That's all we can do. And I know Petty trusts that. Petty knows we're not going to just block on emotion just because they might be fighting with Petty. But that's all we can do. It's just exhausting and it's so disrespectful, Blue, because I know for a fact that a bunch of comment cousins aren't flooding your space and your lives with fake accounts and driving you nuts or your mods, you know, nuts, you know, but you can't seem to give that same respect back, and it shows. Maturity level shows.
My turn.
Hey, Queenie.
Hey, babes. Okay, so I just want to touch on what Queen was saying earlier about the whole do we sit with Megan thing. I did address it with Kendra last night. You know, I appreciate her for, you know, the conversation we had about it because I feel some type of way. I feel like some of the cousins have given her grace that she doesn't deserve. And I also wanted to talk to Robert because I feel like you might be a little upset with me for me commenting towards you once you went over there and spoke to her, you know. And for me, I feel like if you already know she's a homophobic bigot, why go over there at all? You know, why even entertain her? Why are we still feeding her, giving her life? You know, I don't understand why we're doing that. And I didn't mean it. It may have come across rude in the comments, but of course, you know, I love you, Robert. I love being in your lives. It's just certain things. Once I've drawn that boundary, I'm going to continue to stand on it. I'm not a flip flopper. I have morals and values. I believe what I believe, and I don't feel as if she deserves that grace. But I've seen so much grace being given to so many that didn't deserve it this weekend. You know, and I can let go of certain things, but being a homophobic bigot is not one of those things that you just change overnight. And entertaining her and allowing her to believe that, you know, she has a place here in our space or around some of us is just opening the door back up for her to come in.
Yeah, yeah, like I mean, to be honest with you, I wasn't upset with you at all, to be honest. And you're right, like I shouldn't have attempted to entertain her at all. But I mean, like I still stand where I stand. You know, like yeah, anybody is welcome to come to my room. You know, just because you come in there, don't mean that the people in the comments is gonna make you feel comfortable. Doesn't mean I'm gonna make you feel comfortable. I mean,
No, I just didn't
like
want you to be
I'm
upset.
not. I
Go
don't want you
ahead.
to think that I'm giving her grace at all. Um, because I'm not. I don't stand with 99% of the stuff that she does. Um, and I shouldn't have went over there last night and attempted to entertain any of them. But you know,
I
it
understand
was
it was a
probably a bad
joke.
judgment call on my part. And
I know it was a joke, you know, and I just didn't want you to be upset because I know when you came in, I did comment to you. And then I felt like you just didn't comment after that. So, you know, I didn't want you to be upset. You know, it's not how I didn't mean for it to come out like that. But since it was through comment, of course, I know how it could have been taken. But I just feel like you're better than that, you know, and
yeah,
for a lot of us, just watching her do what she did to you just made the situation that much more worse, you know? So for me, it was like, Why did you let me get even more upset when you already know I'm upset? You know,
Yeah,
that's
no,
how
like
I felt.
I don't want you to feel like that I was upset with you at all because I really wasn't. Like I really was. Like I didn't feel like you came at me any certain way. But see, and that's what I love about y'all is because like when I am doing foolish stuff, y'all do call me out of my bullshit, and that's the reason I love y'all.
You know, and it wasn't, and I know what you were, you know, what you were doing was trying, and it was funny, but that's just not the person that we need to be funny with because she's going to think, oh, she can come into our spaces and be funny and kiki it up like she tried to do with Kendra and Monster and Ratina, like and then calling them to her live. We're making her think that it's okay, and it's really not, and it won't ever be for me. But, you know, I just didn't want you to be upset because I know I did come at you, and I didn't mean to come at you aggressively. It was just in that moment, just watching what she did to you on top of all the other things, it may have came out like that.
Yeah, like I promise you, we're good. Like I didn't see it that way at all. As you were coming at me, and you know, like in a negative light. Uh, more of a, hey, Queenie sees that I'm doing something stupid right now, and she finna let me know. You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel you. I just, you know, I felt like we needed to talk, and I wasn't going to bring it into your live yesterday because, of course, you were having a good time, and that wasn't the time nor the place. But since we're on the topic of people we shouldn't allow back, I feel as if that's one that shouldn't ever be allowed back.
Yeah,
Go
most
ahead, Patty.
definitely
Your
agree
face
on
is
that.
like his face be killing me.
Or Barbie is back in here. I mean,
Oh, they gone. They gone. They gone.
like I'm saying, and I set a 00 account, sent it to Queen. We blocked them. I mean, I don't know what to do.
And yes, I do believe that going in and watching is different than engaging with the people. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, you were in there. Because, I mean, even sometimes if nobody's streaming, I'll slide on in there. I'll window watch. I don't really even try to go inside because I already know they're going to block me, you know, so I don't even go inside. But a lot of the times I'll catch it on replay now just because I'm not trying to give them those views. I'm not trying to give them any more clout than they feel they already have. And I don't want them to ever feel as if I've forgotten what you've done. You can be forgiven, but I will never forget.
100%. I don't know,
Listen, Queenie,
Teddy. Maybe you need to hear what they got to say. I don't know.
Who,
What?
me?
I don't know. I don't know how to
Oh, me.
feel.
I don't give a two rats, whatever, where anybody end up.
You don't
I
give a
be
post what
silent. I'm so
though?
silent. I'm so. I don't want to let y'all know what I be looking at and what I'm collecting. What I don't care.
No,
I
I'm
don't
talking
care. I'm
about
just there to listen.
talking about the blue.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's who he's
he
talking about.
he he been blocked, and I do not want to say because I don't think the next place I can block here from, but the IG blocked.
Good deal.
I am I'm I've been over. Listen, for those of you who have people that you have been introduced to, and they bring you into other circles. I was brought into some negative spaces because of that individual. I was brought into stuff that I ain't have no melanin in. And for every single one of y'all, I want to let you know, be careful saying his name or engaging with him because that individual has let it be known that they will do stuff off the wall to you. So I'm not even trying to mention that individual's name because I do not want any made up stuff on me coming up anywhere. So I all of us just make sure we be careful with that individual.
I
Petty,
have a
you need to say
question,
bottle farts now. I don't give a bottle fart.
but I have a question, Petty. If someone were to be voted off the island, because I overheard a common cousin on the live this weekend say, well, if I was voted off the island, I'd still find a way to come in.
I heard
You
that
wouldn't
too.
be able you wouldn't be able to keep me out. I'd still come into the live either way. How is that any different from this individual?
Because those individuals are shutting their mouth and pretending to be other people. This individual is letting everybody know that it is him on these pages, and you either like it or you don't like it. But basically, he's saying, "I'm gonna keep coming in here, and you gonna know it's me." The other individuals, yeah, I get it. They know they main is blocked. They come in here on their backups, and they just be chilling.
But it's not an individual who's been blocked. the individual who said that over the weekend said that if they were to be voted off the island, that there would be nothing that would stop them from coming into your live. They'd still come in here no matter how many sneakies they had.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, but see, they're not going to be sitting there antagonizing everybody. They're just going to be sitting there. Blue is coming in and intentionally saying stuff like, I'm here, pick me, pick me. You know, when it's been said 100 times, go away.
So I feel like the answer to your question is if said person was voted off the island and they come in and do what Blue is doing, their fake accounts would also be continuously blocked.
Yes, yes, yes. But I just don't. I haven't met anybody like said individual. I haven't met anybody who's been. Let me think. No, nobody else has been that erratic. Like this. Like I don't want to diagnose anybody, but it's just a weird type of behavior. Like I'm able to.
It's obsessive at this
Yeah,
point.
I'm able to move on when blocked and just go to a backup page and not even let you be known that it's petty. Like,
Florida man.
He's so funny. Florida man, you always have the win. I give you that. He always gets the win. In any argument, he's gonna beat you. So just don't even try with him.
I just think it's weird behavior that another common cousin had that much to say, even though there was no vote in them. There was no vote to have them on or off the island whatsoever. I just think it's weird behavior that they're given the same energy, though, that they would find a way and be sneaky and everything else. And I get it, but I get like I get where
Don't
you're
can I ask
coming
a
start this,
question?
from.
Petty.
Can I ask?
No,
No, but
Petty.
Yeah, I gotta
Petty,
know
like
now.
Petty,
I
I
gotta
feel
know.
like
Don't do
it's
it.
probably best that we don't ask the questions.
Yeah,
Nah,
don't do
this
it.
time like you
Don't
know
do
me.
it.
Who?
Don't do it.
Nah, come
Don't
on
do
now,
it.
man.
They're
Man,
picking
now
an
come on
argument.
now. Look at who? Name?
Me?
No,
Bad
the
dog,
name
who
of the
said it?
person you heard say it.
I mean, you really want me to say it?
Yes,
Okay,
we
hold on,
do.
Petty.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Miss Sunshine.
Oh, they said they're not a common cousin.
Yeah, she said she wasn't never a comment. Well, not that she wasn't never, but
I
she's not.
mean, I maybe my ears weren't cleaned out over the weekend then that day, but I definitely did hear.
Nah, she let it be
So,
known she's not a common
This
cousin.
about to start some mess, so I'm about to drop because
yeah, hold on, Queenie.
this
Hold
trying
on,
to
please
get
drop
messy.
Queenie. I got one more thing to say. I have to say, Petty, if it's all right, I'm gonna say one more thing and then I'm gonna drop down because I don't want to be no part of this.
Right.
But now, Queenie, if more people did like you did, and like they see some, they say something, and like in a more respectful way, like you did doing this live, um, I think we would be able to, as comic cousins, actually be able to move on to the next level. Instead of trying to drag each other for the behaviors that we see that might not be all the way there.
And I thank you for saying that, Robert. I definitely, I have the ones that I support. And I guess I hold a lot of you guys to a higher standard, than I do others. And so when I see greatness and I'm like, why are you stooping to their level? It kind of like, it bothers me, but not it doesn't make me angry because I understand why you're doing it. Trying to make the light to the situation, but they're just going to find a way to continue with the mess. Even if we were to do that, they're just going to find a way to continue it. Kind of like them. Same thing. You try to be positive, you try to move on, and then something else pops up. So, but I appreciate you, Robert. I really do.
Yeah, like I must definitely like for me personally, I must definitely see what you're saying how like there's certain individuals that that I have not spoken on that still continues to go around the app and say how I'm the gay transphobic. Um, so like no matter what we do, like it's still going to be a continued cycle.
Right. Right. And not even giving an apology. That's the worst part about it. They're doing it to you and then not giving an apology, just thinking that it's, oh, okay, we can move on. But then if it was the other way around and they felt offended, they expect one from you.
Most definitely. Um,
Wow. Wow.
Can I
Go ahead,
just
Queen.
be the devil's advocate here with the Miss Sunshine thing, please?
Okay, I'm out of here. Later, y'all.
No, nothing bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure Sunshine is either in here listening and she can speak if I'm misspeaking on my thought on her comment about not being a comment cousin, quote unquote. I do believe she said that in the same breath when she admitted that she was the one that went real life on Mallory's family, and that it was not Ratina. And I think that she was just making it very clear that she doesn't want to attach herself to the comment cousins or Pastor Petty for her personal decisions on what she does on this app towards people she doesn't care for. She knows that a lot of us do not agree with going real life. It doesn't mean that we're shunning, trying to punish her for doing what she did behind closed doors. But I don't think she was, at least when I heard it be said, I don't think she meant it towards us in a negative way. I just think she was separating herself and her decisions to do what she does on this app away from us, so we don't take the fall for her choices.
Probably a good thing though, Queen, considering that I feel like any conversation that was had about this situation with Miss Sunshine, hardly ever was it brought up that she told somebody to go unalive themselves, regardless of who the person was.
Yeah,
it's a fucked up situation to go tell somebody they hope that the headband slips their neck and they themselves.
Right. And so right, she's in the comments. She calls herself a homie no me. She's always called herself that. I don't think she means that she doesn't care for us when she's around us. I just think that she just chooses not to label herself like us. So when she decides to do, she likes to go rogue on her own, then she can take the blame solely on herself or the fall or whatever. So I don't think it was in any kind of negative way. That's just my opinion. I know it sounds hurtful. It could sound hurtful, especially if you don't know the context. If you swipe in and that's what you heard, like I'm not a comment cousin, but I kind of know the background to why she said it. So I'm just giving.
I sat there and listened to the person's live where she was sitting, and yeah, I know what you said, Miss. I watched that clip a couple times, and it pissed me off every single time, regardless of the person. I actually asked in the chat that you were in multiple times, and y'all blatantly ignored me. I just think it's kind of, yeah, I guess she is who she is, and that's the way it's going to be. But at the same time, I think it's very disgusting that an individual is still supported here. But that's my opinion and my opinion alone.
I mean, I'm not sure. Are you saying like supported as in you're like expecting Petty to have a vote and have the comment cousins like kick her off the island for what she did to Mallory's family? Is that?
I mean, it wasn't just about Mallory's family. That was the issue. There was more to that than just that. I mean, they both her and another individual sat there and talked shit where I did notice Pastor Petty came back on live to clarify some things and then ended. We didn't see him for the rest of the weekend. I really don't care what you think, Ms., but I think you're a pretty shitty person.
I'm not defending any behavior. Miss Sunshine knows I don't agree with going real life. I didn't even know she did it until she came out and said it wasn't Ratina to defend Ratina because Ratina was being falsely accused of something like that. Miss Sunshine knows I don't fuck with that. So I'm just saying I was speaking devil's advocate on the comment cousin comment.
I understand.
That's it.
I think that some of you really are missing, not you, Queen, but some of you comment cousins down here right now are really, really overlooking that comment and how fucked up it really is. That because of who it was said to. I mean, y'all can go support who you want. I don't support Ms., but from being in the window or wherever I am, because I pay my bills and my bills are paid, I can be where I want. I just don't understand the support of that person, considering in the same breath, yeah, they took accountability for doxing somebody, but then also told them to go unalive themselves.
Yeah, I didn't hear that comment, but I mean, I just look. Sunshine knows, and I'm always transparent with everybody on here. Whatever you do to other people on this app or say in disgusting manners, I mean, the internet is forever. If that's how you want to portray yourself and say disgusting things about people you don't like, then so be it. You have to live with yourself. I wouldn't say anything like that. I don't care how angry I am with somebody on this app, but I understand how you're feeling, bad dog mom. But I was just up here clarifying the comment cousin comment. That's all. I'm not in it. My name's Bennett. I ain't in it. So
Hi, Patty.
Hey now. Sorry. Hey now. I'm muted.
Oh crap, I'm still up here. Hold on.
You don't have to get down, CJ. It's okay. It's kind of ironic this subject came up when I wanted to come up to talk about this and not about her taking accountability, but how I find it very funny this morning when I'm on my way to work and, I'm streaming through TikTok, and I come across Ms. and Snark speaking on me again. So the whole weekend goes on and they don't speak on me, but the day that I'm back at work, they speak on me. But what I do want to clear up, Ms. and Snark, you had said that I went into Robert's live and I sent to Kendra in the comments, Kendra, check IG. And then I said, Robert, check text. And your guys' response was, oh, it's Ms. actually said that she contacted Shiny Penny and told Shiny Penny it's about to get messy up in there. Well, let me just tell you what I contacted Kendra for. I made her a song off of that little app, an AI song to brighten her day. And then she couldn't open it on the IG app, so she told me to send it to Robert. So I texted to Robert and then told Robert, check text so he can open it. I have not mentioned this except for when Holly Mae brought it up in her live on Saturday. I had my live, Smash had a live on Friday for me to address being dragged for 5 hours and my character being dragged. Listen, I don't care what you say about me or if you think, and I'm not looking at the comments because I took lunch early so I could speak on this today and it be done with. I don't care what you say about me. You can call me ugly, you can call me fat, whatever you want. But when you attack my character and call me a liar, and then Petty gets on a live and clarifies that I was not one that reached out to him, that you guys still dragged me for hours. And again, to me, that just shows your character because, Ms., you didn't come up in a box on Friday to approach me. None of you guys did. So all I ask is if you are going to speak on me and you want to have a conversation, at least do it when I can fucking get on a live and defend my motherfucking self. This has literally irritated me to no end because I do nothing to nobody. Petty, have I ever sent you a screenshot or a screen
No.
recording of
No.
anything?
No. 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 No.
I
No.
don't screen record. I don't do screenshots. I don't get involved in the back end drama shit. I made a personal opinion that I felt was inappropriate, and I asked a specific question, and I didn't even mention your name, to be honest, Sunshine. And over the weekend, you said on Friday when you guys dragged me, you said that you had just dropped out of Holly Mae's live when I jumped in there to ask my opinion. So if you had a problem with it, why didn't you jump back in the box and address me at that moment in time? I didn't know about you ever going real life on Casey. I did not know about that because I would have addressed you then. I never had an issue with Virgo. I don't, the lies, I don't do liars and I don't want to be lied on. And that's really all I wanted to say, Petty. And I appreciate, Kendra, would you like to verify that that's why
Yeah, that's all I came up here. That's why I came up here. She literally, I can go screenshot the message where she sent me the song about me, and I couldn't hear it because I don't have a second device. I was in Robert's box, so I told her, I said, I can't hear it while I'm in a live. Said, you can send it to Robert if you want to, and he can play it on the live, and that's literally all that was said. So
Thank you, Kendra. I
you're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
I'm mopping and cleaning my house like a good adult. So I'm gonna leave. What was the
Malibu,
lie?
I'm sorry, Street Snark. Y- I feel like there's still some sort of rub that you're inferring on me. Is that what you're doing?
Who's talking? I'm not looking at the
It's
phone. Who
Shiny
is it?
Penny. It's Shiny
No, no,
Penny.
no, Shani, I'm not saying anything on you, but she did tell you to get out of Robert's box because she said this morning in the live. She told you, get down, it's about to be messy. And
You
sure
know,
enough,
that's
I,
not what happened. I have her
okay,
messages. She sent me a
I,
message while I was in Robert's live, and I got off, and then I read her message a little while later, but that is not what her message said. But you
well,
also
I'm
said, like
telling
on
you, wait, wait,
Friday,
wait.
hold on,
I'm
hold on.
telling you what she said in the live. I
And
didn't see the
I wasn't
message. I'm
there.
telling you what.
I
Yes,
was
go
not
on.
in there this morning, so I don't know. But that's not what the message said. But you've
Okay, well,
also
that's
said
what
like
she said.
nobody came up Friday and smashed his box to address it. I did. I came up and told you what my part and my role was, and then it came up again. I know it came up in Holly Mays because Holly Mays was discussed, but it still seems like I'm being attacked, and you keep using the word lie.
Did
I have never
I,
lied on you.
I didn't listen. Oh my gosh. I said, let me explain to you.
Please.
Ms. said this morning in her live that she told you to get down because it's about to be messy. That's what I said. I didn't see the message. I'm just telling you what she said. I haven't mentioned your name. I've mentioned your name just now because you were in the box, and that's what she said, that she told Shiny Penny to get down because it's about to be messy. I wasn't being messy. I wasn't doing anything behind the scenes. I sent a music video about Kendra. That's all it was about.
I don't think I've seen you messy in Robert's live, so I wouldn't have assumed that that's why you came there anyways.
I didn't say
But that
you was
isn't what
doing
the
that.
message said, and
Okay.
I wasn't in Mrs. Live when that was said this morning, so
Okay.
I
Okay.
I can't say one way or the other since I wasn't there.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
can
that's
I
fine.
say something really fast? Because I was, I was there in Smashes Live, and of course, Shiny Penny. I did say what part, you had in it, of course, which was none to me. You clarified that, how Malibu was saying it wasn't said, how it was taken or whatever. But besides that, I've already talked to Malibu. I talked to TikTok Street Snarks, and I've said this too many times. What is the end goal here? Y'all both had a live, so why are we even still dragging this on? Like
Queenie,
this
I brought this up just now because
no,
they
no,
brought
no.
my name up again while I was a day that I go to work, but nothing was said all weekend. I just want them to leave my name out of my mouth. The end goal for me is there's nothing for me to rectify because listen, my train doesn't go backwards. I get burned once, my train doesn't go backwards. I can coexist with people and be cordial, but that's what it is for me.
I was gonna say one more thing. I do also feel like when some comic cousins say certain things, it's taken different than as if, some of us, if some of us were to say it, it would be taken.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is.
I agree.
But
Hmm.
like I don't where's the end goal here? Because it makes this isn't like it might be between you two. But at the end of the day, a lot of us have told y'all how we feel, as far as it being in the middle. You guys don't have to like each other, but to continue on the beef when a lot of us support a lot of you, a lot of you on both sides, it makes it uncomfortable for us. So we understand that you guys don't get along. We get that. But to continue, I'm not just talking to you, Malibu. I'm not talking about you right now. I'm not saying that because you're saying something happened this morning. I'm saying on both sides. Both sides. I've told y'all how I felt about this. Like, this is stupid to me. Like, to continue to go back and forth. You held your live, they held their live. It should end there for me, at least. Because at this point, what's the end goal? Just to keep on beefing back and forth, making a lot of us uncomfortable, not wanting to come into either one of you guys' live. Because at certain point,
Ms, hold on, Queenie. I'm sorry. You might not have spoken my name, but you spoke about me You're not going to say you didn't talk about Robert's live?
I think
And
this all
again,
started because of the comment that she made, and I don't even feel like dog mom or whatever. I don't feel like she was so much mad about the comment other than the one
no,
that
no,
where
no, no,
Miss
no. I asked to come
hold on.
on. Wait,
No, no,
no, because
no.
I don't
I'm
want
saying
people to think. Wait,
Let Queenie
Queen,
finish.
please,
that's not what I'm
please,
saying.
please.
I'm talking about the other comment that she made, because when she was asking the question of how we allow her to come in and she says she'll continue to live, Ms. made a statement that you really think Petty would kick me out for you. And I think a lot of people got more offended by that comment than the one that she actually brought to the table. But at the same time, what is this doing, y'all?
But
But
that was
I'm gonna
clarified, and
drop
they
and I'm gonna
still
let y'all
dragged
be.
me for 4 hours after
I'm
that.
gonna I'm gonna drop, and Malibu, I love you. I do.
No, I do too. I love you too. Thank you.
But just to keep going. But I'm gonna drop and I'm gonna let y'all beef. I'll be back
I'm
later.
not here to beef. I'm just here to clear my name and ask people to quit talking on me. But go ahead, Street Smart.
Yeah, I definitely don't have beef, but I think you do, Malibu.
But
You
I do not.
apparently
I
listen.
do
I
not.
haven't even. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. I don't want to interrupt you.
I don't have beef, and I never said anything about you. So, but go ahead.
Well, you interrupted me, so I'm going to keep going now. So there was a whole live, and I let that go. You accused me of lying. You said that we lied on you my whole life. I never even came back and talked no smack about that. I done let it go. Done moved on to several different things. But since we're here, I would
Wow.
really like to know what lies I told.
So, you didn't hold a live on Friday afternoon, and you said,
Yes, Malibu,
yes.
clearly that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, and you said, well, I know she's available to speak because she was in Petty's live on today earlier. I was in the comments for
Girl, I
5
know
minutes.
you
I said
fucking
hello.
lying.
Oh, you know what? I'm not going to
That was a
argue with you.
lie? That wasn't
That
a
was
lie.
a
I was
lie.
just saying. I said you were in Petty's, and we see you throughout your workday in all kinds of lives. But I felt that you could have probably come in the live. Was all I said. That was not a lie.
I probably could have gone into the comments had I not had 22 hires that day. I probably could have, yes, but I wouldn't have been able to defend myself and have a discussion because I can't get on the phone at work. I don't get on the phone. I might have people in my ear here and there, but doesn't mean that you'll never see me in a box Monday through Friday from the hours of 6:30 in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon.
What
Never.
was another lie? Because that wasn't even a lie.
Um, That was a lie because I
That
wasn't
wasn't a
available.
lie.
I wasn't
Oh,
available.
fuck
It
my
was
life.
a lie. You also
What was
said that
another?
I
Give me a
spoke.
good one.
You
Give me a
also
good one.
listen. You don't intimidate me, and your intimidation
I'm
tactics
not
aren't
even
going to
trying
work with
to.
me. So, Petty, I came up for a reason. And the other lie is I'm going to tell you right now, and then I'm going to drop because I do not
Okay.
argue. That I don't let
No,
other
you
people
just start
disturb my
arguments and
peace.
run. That's what you do.
I
You
didn't.
start arguments and run,
Oh,
like you're
okay.
doing now.
I'm not starting
That's
an
what you're doing.
argument. You decided to come up and approach me.
We're here because you wanted to be here, so we're here. What was the other lie?
The other lie was that you said I was talking about you. I've never spoken on you. Never. Ever.
I said you were speaking about me.
Yes, you did. You
No, I
said I
didn't.
spoke. Oh, okay.
No, I
Again.
never said that
Again, I
because
don't
I
have the
never heard
lie.
you talk about me. I've never heard
Well,
you
thank
talk
you.
about me,
I
Malibu.
appreciate
Why would
you
I say that?
clarifying that. I appreciate you
Well, I
clarifying that.
didn't say it, so I'll download my live so we're clear on that. Is there any other lies?
No, that's it.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I'm glad
And you,
that part. I am glad that part was fixed. The Miss Sunshine part. I did see the comments where supposedly, allegedly, she said her account is not available right now to be in a box. I did see that.
but
Um,
she was live this morning.
I
It doesn't matter. I don't need her to be in a live with me. Just quit speaking on me. Quit bringing up the situation. And if you want to talk about it, Have a live when I'm available to be live with you. That's all. That's it.
Malibu, don't go anywhere. Don't please. Just right there. I'm
I
finna
said
go.
my account was banned Friday and Saturday. I got my account back Saturday afternoon. Today I said I was in a motherfucking waiting room, which I'm still at. So you're gonna have to motherfucking wait.
I don't need to have a live. That's fine. I said what I said. Just quit talking about me.
That seems.
Again, your intimidation tactics don't work with me either, Ms. Sunshine.
I think you're asking a fair ax. I think you're asking something very fair.
Thank
No.
you.
I
Thank
think you
you.
are too. I think you are too. However, I'm just going to point out, and you can drop me if you get upset or if you think I'm crossing a line. However, it's steady. You're getting upset, right? Because somebody's attacking you over one thing or somebody that has said something or they're running rumors about you, right?
Yeah.
But so, for instance, there's people who are continuously like doing that to other people that you sit up here, not you, Malibu. I'm not talking about just specifically you. I'm talking about everyone. Everyone condones, and you sit there and you laugh and you say, ha ha, that's so funny. He's so funny. This is great. Like, you know, he owns it, so it's okay. So it's okay then, right? It's okay, guys, right? So when
I,
so when is
I
it
would need you to give me
so
an
when does it go? When does it cross a line? Are there boundaries? Are there levels to this? Or hey, should we all just get over the fuck of our feelings, or should we not
This
care?
is beyond me, so I will drop.
No, because it's honestly, it goes to you though. It's hey, don't get
Malibu, I
your
agree.
feelings hurt because you're on
Malibu, I agree.
TikTok. Don't get your feelings hurt because you're on TikTok. Your feelings don't matter over somebody else's. So get over it, right?
Malibu, is it okay if I drop you so we can have the Skittle segment? Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome.
The thing that cracks me up about this whole situation is that Skittles finds a reason to, at any point in time, come up here and bring up the same situation that we have all said we could give two
Yes.
shits less about.
Where the hell
Like
did
it's
she
comical.
go?
And over
To be
and
honest with you,
over and
Skittles, at
over.
this point, you are really giving blue vibes at this point. Like
Exactly.
you really are.
100%. Robert, you are
What
spot
about this
on.
situation made you feel to press that guest request and be like, you know what?
This is
This is about
about
me
me.
right now.
Yep.
Skittles.
They were
There.
having a
Skittles is
conversation.
back. Since y'all
Read the
asked for her back,
comments.
here goes
Read
Skittles.
the
Read the
comments.
room.
Read the
Read the
comments.
room.
Read the
Read the
comments.
room. Read
Do
the
you not see
room.
what's going down?
Read the
But Skittles,
Here,
the
room.
who
thing
tried to
is,
hand up?
Read
Skittles,
the
Listen,
room.
read
somebody has
the
already
comments.
told you they don't care nothing about your situation and what you have going
I
on.
don't want
Y'all
you
been doing this
to.
for
I don't want
months.
you
Why
to.
are you
Because y'all
here?
want me to leave a motherfucker alone, right? Yeah, what is he
Yeah,
down there
leave
But
him
you're,
doing?
alone.
Don't
He's
do it,
but
telling
you're
me that I
Skittles.
not.
Don't
neglect
do
my
it.
dog.
He's
The fuck is
asking
wrong with you?
you.
And you sit down there and you
He
laugh.
he has asked
What
That's
you
what you
about
to
guys
this
leave him
do.
situation that was
But
alone.
going
hey,
on
guess
right
what?
now
Hey, but
was
guess
He
what?
about
We
does
pick
have
you?
and we
pictures of your
choose
patio with
who
dog shit on it,
matters.
girl.
We pick and we choose who matters.
I'm just
We
saying. When
pick
he
and we
has
choose
pictures to
who
prove it, Skittles.
matters.
Skittles. When
Okay,
he
but
has
see,
pictures
see,
to
Your
okay,
prove
feelings
when
it.
don't
you
matter,
say
right?
that,
Your
God, can
feelings
we
don't
vote
matter.
her off?
It's
My
you
God.
okay.
say that, but then you also picked and choose to come up
No, because
here
you want to sit
when
up
you
here and
know
say
we
I
ain't gonna back
neglected
you up.
animal. Get the fuck out of here.
Skittles, sweetie.
But you also don't sit there and question, hey, why the fuck are you recording me in my apartment?
This
Skittles.
is
Read the
Skittles.
this is not
No,
room.
you
about
guys read the
that.
whole fucking app. You guys sit up here and you go, you laugh. You literally laugh.
There
Haha,
was
it's funny,
three
Florida
people
man.
in
Hey,
the
he's
box
funny.
trying to
It's
have a
okay.
Make a
conversation,
fool
and
Do
of
here
you guys
comes
himself.
Skittles
forget?
inserting herself
Hey,
right
do you
in.
guys
You know,
forget
Petty,
what? Hey,
God bless
God
Skittles.
bless
Jesus,
America.
Petty, the
take a
comments,
Jesus.
the
breath.
people in the comments would like to have a vote.
For the love of
Is
God
damn.
damn,
everyone up
Skittles,
here
go
like?
the fuck away for real. This is
We
the
don't.
end of this
We
motherfucking
actually don't.
shit.
We actually don't have time for a vote today. I think my phone's gonna die.
So basically,
Oh
Petty, what
yeah.
this bullshit
I
is,
think it needs
Wait a
to.
minute, Petty. Your ass was supposed to plug it in before I closed my eyes for a nap. But anywho,
Exactly.
I found
basically
something
what the
crazy that
fuck it is she's upset because Florida Man still is running around on the app, so she's got to bring up her situation with fucking
y'all
Florida
don't have to bring mine
Man.
up. I'll bring Petty's up. You remember what Florida
God
man did to
bless
Petty last year?
Skittles.
Do you
Skittles.
remember what
God
Florida man did
damn,
to
Skittles.
Petty
Skittles,
last
take
year?
your dog out for a fucking
Hey,
walk
my
and
dog's
mind
been
your
out 4
business.
times already
Hey!
today, so shut the fuck up. So
Can
listen,
everybody question? shut up for a minute? We're all adults.
Well, this is like a bad case of the fucking
Hush.
slap.
Hush.
You can't
Hush.
get rid of the bitch.
Hush.
Petty, can you please go to Showtime and let them speak one at a time? We can't
Yes,
make
ma'am.
out nothing, and nothing is ever resolved. Yelling and screaming all at one time.
Yes, ma'am. I'll turn it on now.
Thank you.
Where'd she go?
Yeah, I want her to get back up here. If we're gonna
Skittles,
do
Skittles, you can
Showtime.
come back. Skittles, you can come back. Showtime on.
Damn. Okay. Skittles. I don't know how the fuck you thought that anything that you did to come up here. Then what the fuck? And then I'm laughing because we all have common sense up here, and no better than to come up here and just derail a whole train because you and Florida Man had some kind of rendezvous that y'all had going on,
Okay,
and you
cool,
decided
cool.
to.
I got it.
This is my turn.
I'm an
Now
adult. We were an
it's my
adult.
turn.
We're both
This is
adults.
my
It's all
turn.
good. It's okay.
I had
Cool.
30 seconds. This is my turn. Okay. You are an adult, and you made the decision to take somebody that you met off the internet and bring into your life. That's on you. So that's your discussion. That's your problem. You decided to keep this going. You guys keep going back and forth. If you wanted to stop, then stop it. Point blank. Period. I'm gonna laugh if I want to laugh because at this point you were literally just making a fool out of you.
And don't get mad when it happens to your friends and it's the same
I'm not gonna bring
situation.
somebody off the internet in my home, girl. I know better.
Okay, cool. So my question for you guys, do you guys remember what Florida Man said to
Ma'am,
you about
ma'am,
his
this is
children?
showtime. This is
I
you
know,
gotta
it's
wait your
showtime.
turn.
It's
You gotta wait
okay,
your
I
turn.
hear you. So, Petty, do you remember what Florida Man said to you about your children and threatening them?
Ma'am, I don't see the box says it's your turn. Hold on a second.
Still a question.
Something must be off with my Showtime. Hold on, let me try to fix it.
Yeah, it
I
says
mean,
like
I
top
do understand
performing
that it's a simple
person gets
question.
the.
Hey, can we show box etiquette? When it is not your turn, mute your mic and don't speak. Don't unmute and interrupt people because it is not your turn.
You wasted at least 15 of my valuable seconds, and I am very upset about it.
All right, this is the correct Showtime. Is this the correct one?
Somebody shit in my room. I had to clean shit out of my room again yesterday. I'm not playing with you.
Sir, you had it on showdown. I don't know what the hell showdown is. Okay. But if you don't have Showtime, y'all need to. This is Showdown because you can hear me right now. It's not Showtime. It says it's Kendra's turn. So, look, y'all need to stop talking over each other. I know you want to defend yourself when you hear something that you don't agree with, but like, wait. There you go. There you go.
I think you got me a strike. Did you, Megan? Not that Megan. Are you there?
How did I end up in the box?
Damn
I
it, that's
wasn't
strike
even by
three.
my phone.
Okay, strike three. Appreciate it.
Sorry, Petty.
Kendra, it's on you.
You can skip me because I already have my 60 seconds, minus the 15 that Skittles can't be an adult and not talk.
So my issue is that we've been on live for over an hour now, and so you waited till like just like that moment, like you didn't want to jump in when the Casey Anthony was up, and you were like, "Hey, remember how she had a car and so does Florida Man." Like it's kind of odd, like you're picking and choosing and stuff. But we heard your story. I don't need to hear it every day. In fact, I don't think any of us really kind of need to hear it every day. We are truly sorry that you are upset and that it was a bad breakup, and neither one of y'all's asses were fucking, innocent. But did you know that, like, if you clear your TikTok, there's like a whole other side. I found this weekend that there's like, I don't know, gardening or like any other thing than this. And another thing is they probably haven't heard your story about Florida Man, so maybe you should go tell homesteading TikTok about this, or Book Talk might want to hear it. I heard there's a thing called Color Talk. They might want to hear this story, but this group over here, we done heard this, and we don't want to hear it no more. And so that was it. Thank you, Pastor Patty.
My whole thing is this. We were listening to 3 people, I think, in the box have a discussion about something that did not involve you, Florida man, anything about y'all's story, anything that had to do with you two. Period. 2 people in the box were talking. And then here you come up in the box, pressing that guest request so fast, and turning it around to where, do y'all guys not remember whenever this happened to somebody else on here? Like we weren't going to know who you were talking about. We have heard your story in this live on the news, on 77 News. How many times, Petty? How many times?
I'd rather not. I'd rather not. All your words.
I mean, I'm just saying, how many times?
Please don't put me in this.
At the end of the day, like you have held your own lives for months now talking about it. There is a block button that if you go into your settings and you hit block, you can block people, and then they magically just disappear from your FYP, from live notifications, and you don't have to see them anymore. I suggest that maybe you go into your settings and research a little bit more about what the block button does. And like everybody else has said, I'm sorry that you had a bad breakup, you had a bad experience. Everything went south. It wasn't what you thought it was. It's awful that happened, but at the end of the day, we don't want to hear it anymore. Okay, I'm done.
2 minutes is far too long, Petty. I'm just kidding. But I want to say for at least a week, just this last week, um, Florida Man has been kind of consistently coming in my live, even if it's just for a few minutes to say hi and, you know, make some jokes, what have you. And every single time that man shows up, Skittles is right behind him. Right behind him. I have not seen Skittles in my live that consistent the entire time I've known her. Okay. And not only that, I have steady watched her do this in other people's lives as well, where you won't see either of them. You won't see either of them. Boom. The moment Florida Man shows up, she's right behind him. Every single time I've been watching it for sure, especially just this last week. I understand that you're hurt. I get it. But at this point, we're sick of it. So that's all I had to say.
Okay, so again, this has nothing to do with me. It has to do with the fact of the matter is that you guys want to sit up here and you want to make a big deal about somebody else's feelings being hurt, that somebody did them wrong, right? Correct? That somebody did somebody dirty, okay? Now tell me this. Again, we can own up to it. We can say, hey, I did this wrong. I shouldn't have done this. Let me change my behavior, okay? Understand that. Give people a chance. However, Petty, and I'm speaking directly to you when I say this. Last year, when you banned somebody from your live for 3 months and told them to go to rehab and get checked out and like deal with what they got to deal with, right? They came directly for you and your children. Threats, literal threats, right? So tell me this. You guys want to get your feelings hurt, okay? And your feelings matter, which they do. However, the other person's don't. Nobody else's don't, because you don't side with them. You don't sit with them. However, you have somebody that you're friends with, all of a sudden it's a big deal, okay? That man, and I'm not making it about him, he's just a point to be proven. That man has continued to go after women with children. Continued. And you guys sit up here and you laugh and you cackle and you think it's so funny. And hey, you know what? It's Florida Man. You know what? It's so funny. Like, until it's you. So when you guys get your feelings hurt, don't come crying. And that's why I don't expect sympathy from you guys. I don't. I'm not obsessed with this man. I don't give a fuck about him. I want him to leave me alone, actually. But you guys sit here and you condone his behaviors when he does the same shit that he sits up here and he says he doesn't allow and he doesn't condone, that he stands against. You guys sit here and you
Thank God. Jesus Christ. Woman, what are you? Skittles.
Did someone just drop her out of the showtime?
You have to really understand, and I understand this at 23. Most men on this planet are only out for a couple things, and it's mostly what they can use you for. I'm sorry you got hurt, but that does not give you the right to go around the app and harass and stalk and continuously make 20 text now numbers. That's all I've got to say. You have to realize that you're not gonna get that closure, okay? And you don't need it at this point. You need to focus on yourself and not Florida man. Thank you. Have a nice night, please.
She said, "Have a nice night, please." How cute. I love Kendra. I just wanted to say, I think it's respectfully, like, not to be an asshole, but I think it's super weird that we're defaulting, and it's not just you, Skittles, but people default to Petty's children as a topic of conversation. Please stop, because we made this his safe space, and he made it very clear we're not talking about his children. And y'all keep bringing it up as a default defense mechanism, and that's not okay. If Petty and Florida Man had a private conversation where Petty feels safe enough to allow Florida Man back into his space, that is none of our business. None of our business. That is his choice. If something happens down the road between him and Florida Man, then Petty will deal with the decisions he made with that man. But stop bringing his children up, or I'm going to start respectfully blocking and respect Petty's request. He said stop. So stop. Y'all have plenty of other receipts and beef against each other y'all can use against each other to defend yourself. Stop bringing his children up, because I'm tired of it.
Amen to that.
All right, bye.
I'm going back mute. We got two more. Hold on.
Hey, sir, how are you? I am silent watcher. I go in everyone's live, and pretty much out of 90% of the lives I go into, people are always talking about someone's children or doing things to children, and I don't know what the hell's wrong with these grown folks that want to be messing with people's children. Children are a blessing from God. They don't know who you are from Adam. Y'all need to get a grip. Y'all need some psychological help. Leave these kids alone. Take it out on the adults that you have problems with. Y'all have got some serious issues. Y'all need to work out with your parents or whatever that made y'all want to go after children. And sir, that's all I got to say. Thank you for letting me up, and you can drop me.
Very welcome.
Okay, I just wanted to say I had to pull over for this. So, in the time, no, let's not even start there. I thought we agreed that she would not come back for a certain amount of time or we would have a vote, is one. We agreed this now, Petty. And then two, in the time that you just had showtime, you talking about your phone about to die, we could have been voted. Them are the only two things I had to say.
I just have one question. Can I see Florida Man? Everywhere I go, I hear his name. Somebody always talking about Florida Man. All I see is Florida Man, his little stick figure. I need to see his face because he is obviously one hot MFer. Might need to show him to my mom and my gunkle.
Heather,
What?
Heather will be here another hour.
Oh, come on.
Save it for tomorrow. Save it for tomorrow.
Come on, Penny. Uh-oh. He's sweet and sassy's man now. He's sweet and sassy's man now. I mean, I just want to see his face.
let's give him the opportunity, Miss Heather, tomorrow. Let's
Okay.
all
Okay.
right.
Florida man, I'm gonna be watching for you tomorrow. Smashley's comment. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that pic. Oh goodness. Okay, I'll save my weekend story for my mom and my gunkle for tomorrow, so you won't have to be here all night.
Thank you, Miss Heather. Thank you. The Dow tanked. I just looked at my portfolio. I'm thankful it's only a certain amount of cash in there, so it is what it is. Queenie, let's let everybody sleep on that until tomorrow. If it gets spoken on, we'll have a vote. If someone remembers to speak on it tomorrow, then we'll have a vote. I don't know how. Nah, I want to hold off. I seen some stuff from Florida Man. I seen some stuff. Um, I'll say that for tomorrow, Florida. I'll save it for tomorrow. What a day. I don't even know. I have to get my thoughts out about this. First, I don't know how you go somewhere like this place with no receipts. I don't know how what someone else may be going through ends up here, because we can't bring anything up here unless that person brings it up. And if it's not directly you, then I don't know how you speak for other people unless they want to speak for themselves. Yeah, I still am confused about that last little situation there. Yeah, I'm not gonna make no comments either. Uh, I'm not gonna make any extra comments. That please just make sure if you're gonna make somebody a topic of discussion, and I'm speaking in general about anybody, if you're gonna make them a topic of discussion for here, please make sure you have receipts and facts over feelings. Facts over feelings. Facts and not anyone else's situation, but just stick to your own. Like, just what's going on. This might be strike four. I don't know anything. To be honest. I'm not everywhere. I don't know what's going on. I tend to try not to know what's going on. It usually gets brought to me. That's how they usually work. I have learned to stop putting my nose everywhere and to mind the news that I can do
You
without.
got me deep sighing, Petty. I'm deep sighing right now because she can't even stop in the comments. And like, what is the point in putting it off when we already had agreed that she would go away for like 30 days? And has it even been 3 weeks? Like every opportunity she get, I don't think it's been that long. We said that she would go and receive
I
some
thought it
help.
started. I thought it started at the end of
Not
January.
it,
I
but she came up. There was another incident. They've talked about this countless
I'm
times.
going. I think it's the end of January, which she's kind of technically in the
I
time
mean,
zone, which is
February did not have 30 days or 31, so no, not at all. Not at all. You're not
and
going to
then
do that
somebody
to me.
called me and they say, then
She
somebody
just,
called my phone
she can't
too.
even stop
I
in the
mean,
comments. And then the fact that we're on topic of talking about something else
look,
and
my
she
phone
uses
going
that
off.
as an
I don't even know what that
opportunity,
is.
it's craziness. It's craziness. He's been going around doing his own thing. And then out of everything you could talk about, you come up here and say that. Like, we really are tired of hearing about it. We've had a vote down in the comments and you didn't even have to put up the vote.
I mean, today it was
I
different though. It was different. It was about something that we don't have any facts on.
So do
I,
you want to, you going to give them a time for us so you know how it's going to go? So like, are we going to do a showtime with that? Because she couldn't even let them talk.
oh no, we're not doing that again. Oh, you what you saw at the beginning of the comments of here we go again? Oh, it because oh no, like it's never and sorry to Skittles, it's never fact based. It does always seem to come from a feelings place, and it's
Mhm.
okay to have feelings. It's totally normal to have feelings to everybody. I want you all to have your feelings, but that always seems to come from feelings and to direct it at
Yes.
one specific person and never a broader issue beyond
Yep.
that since
I
said.
just
Go
come
ahead.
up here to back up Queenie because you did say
I
that,
did. Was it 3 months or
and
was it 30 days?
I
It
don't
had to
remember
be.
because there was another. Yeah, the one in the end of January happened, right? And you
Mhm.
gave them that ultimatum, but then not even a week later, they was
Right.
both back up in your box again,
Yep.
and you told
Yep.
them then again, you have a month.
That it just, she does not stop. Like Petty, she just doesn't stop. And then how you're saying feelings based. She got up here to talk about how Malibu was feeling some type of way about somebody talking about her.
You
Okay, that is
so,
not the
and I'm
same
not
type of
for
feelings
any.
as Florida man. That's not the same type of feelings. You had a relationship with this man. Them women are not sleeping together. So there are
Oh,
different types of feelings that she's talking about.
Yeah, see,
Florida
I'm not
man
even supposed to
made
be.
a
I'm not even
certificate.
supposed to be covering him.
Florida
Right.
man made a certificate.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not even supposed to be covering him.
Exactly.
Oh,
And then here
I'm
she
not.
411
comes.
till
I'm not on
411.
anyone's side, but you did have a live, and in the live you said, I will not be having this up on my panel anymore. So as soon
Yep.
as it gets brought up, I'm dropping both either one of you. You did
I
say that.
okay.
Thank
And
Yeah,
this
you.
is
that's spot
me
on.
not
Now
being on
that
anybody's side. You
Thank you,
said that
cousins.
for
Thank you,
either
all
one.
my comic cousins, because I know y'all gonna back me up. I
that's
listen.
spot on.
I'm
That's
riding
spot
with them
on.
forever.
That's spot on and deserves a vote.
Thank you.
That
But hey, can I get
does that.
a couple days tacked onto this one?
Yeah, go ahead. Add 5 more days to that. Make it a 16.
16.
Yeah.
All right, I'll make it the 16.
All right. The vote is for temporary withholding. The vote is for temporary withholding from in here. What's today? Monday until next Monday for Skittles. Smile. We're not at permanent right now. We're at temporary until next Monday. I'll unblock on next Monday if the vote says so. So smile if you would like this smile if you want this for to happen. Go ahead and frown if you don't want this to happen. Can I I really don't want to deal with it like for it needs to be like 2 weeks. Not this Monday, but the following Monday. I need to be halfway done with March before even coming back to this because yeah, so it should not be the 10th. It should be the 17th. We should have 1 week left in March before coming back to this. Yeah. We should have 1 week left. Right. It should literally be 1 week left in March. Yeah, at least 1 week left in March. Like seriously. Like
Is that for both of her accounts?
if you know both of them, send it to me.
54 and 55.
Okay.
Oh, bye.
Oh, y'all know how to make stuff. No! My stomach hurts. I want y'all to have a wonderful rest of your day. We wasn't supposed to be here this long. We wasn't supposed to be here this long. I want y'all to have a wonderful dinner. I'm cooking something with kale in it and fruit. Not fruit. What's the cauliflower? Y'all make sure y'all drink water. Y'all sure do know how to fuck. Y'all sure do know how to make my day upside down. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I'm not even doing lamb chops. I got the lamb chops. I put them in the freezer. I got the roast and I got a bunch of stuff I'm not even cooking this week because it's not fast enough. Soccer practice, of course. I need to cook my meals early so that way I can, and then they can eat, and then all quick meals this week. Forget whatever I have going on in life. Have a wonderful evening. If you can, invest in some grams of gold. I think they're going for like 60, 70 bucks. I'm not sure. What a whirlwind. Whoever's going live this evening, Robert, Smashley, Holly Mae, Ratina, Hensley, Queen of All Trades, Queen E, All for One. Did I forget anybody that may be going live? Oh, Broken Crayons be live. Florida Man, of course. Too Tall goes live as well. Yeah, Bubbles. Don't forget Bubbles. Bubbles will be live as well. Catch somebody live. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of water. I'm leaving. This is.